Former President Trump trying to combat the left's narrative that he is an out-of-touch billionaire, and we are seeing him engage with Americans from all walks of life. Just this month, the former president embraced off-the-cuff moments with voters during stops in Pennsylvania and New York. Does the Trump campaign need to lean into more moments like this? Joining me on set, Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Great to see you again.
It's great to see you.
So this is what Kamala Harris said about President Trump during their debate together. Listen here.
The one thing you will not hear him talk about is you. You will not hear him talk about your needs, your dreams, and your desires.
So that's what the Democrats are saying. This guy's out of touch with you. He doesn't care a lick about you, so vote Democrat. What do you say?
Oh, I think it's absurd. Look at what he did as president. I think one of the most telling parts of the debate was when she was asked, are you better off, and can you tell the American people they were better off 4 years ago or now? And I don't think you'll find many Americans that would say they're better under this administration than they were at the under the Trump administration. Every single place people go, they're feeling the impact and the failure of this administration. When they're putting gas in their car, when they're buying groceries, when they're out in their neighborhood, the level of safety and security that they feel is at an all-time low. These are things that matter to people when they go to vote, and they have so much more confidence in Donald Trump than they do in Vice President Harris.
So where he really lives and thrives is with these big events, but more frequently recently he's been doing some retail politic events, something like you would see in either Iowa or New Hampshire. Take a look at a couple of them here. Anything left over, just take it as tips, okay? Here, it's gonna go down a little bit. Just went down $100.
Thank you so much.
We'll do that for you from the White House. I'm supposed to be in that stage, but that doesn't matter. Because I got you the best president you'll ever have. This is the best president you'll ever have. How are you, Bob? Hi, Mom. Okay, honey, this is yours.
So I don't care what the media tells you, Mr. Trump. We support you.
Come here, let me give you a hug. All right, so seen at Chick-fil-A giving that 8-year-old boy a present backstage in Long Island, and as well giving $100 to the woman who was buying groceries. You say he needs to do more of that.
I love these moments with President Trump and engaging in retail politics. He's great on the big stage. He doesn't have to show that to anybody. Everybody knows that. There's no group that he can't step in front of and I think connect with people, whether it's the big stage or a small retail shop. This is the side of the president, though, that you don't see as often. I think it's very reminiscent of the candidate he was in 2016. I love these moments. I hope that the campaign will continue to do that because people get to see President Trump in these smaller settings. And frankly, it's the softer side of him, which he doesn't always like to show.
No.
But I think it's really important for people to see the big heart that he has, the way that he loves people. That's what made him a great president. Loves people, loves the country, and he wants to see them do well.
I asked him once about the softer side. He said, I don't have a softer side, John. Don't ask me about that. So you saw him being embraced by a woman at Chick-fil-A, the mother of the young boy, the woman that he gave the $100 to, yet the same time, NBC poll shows a huge gender gap, with Kamala Harris 21 points ahead, 58 to 37. And if you take a look at 2016, the gender gap was narrower. Clinton was 54 to 39. I mean, he's good at connecting with people, but why is he so challenged with women voters who make up the majority of the electorate? And a lot of people say this election will turn on women.
I think moments like we saw in that grocery store at the Chick-fil-A with the little boy are going to be things that help him close that gap. But I also think one of the big things that drives me crazy about the left is they try to single women down to one issue, when at the end of the day, we care about whether or not we have a strong and good economy, whether or not our neighborhoods and our streets are safe, whether or not there's chaos around the world, and we have two different people with two very different records, one that has a record of success and has a great story to tell, and then Vice President Harris, who has literally failed on everything that voters find important. And I think ultimately when people step in and cast their votes in November, that's going to be what pushes Donald Trump over.
Well, I know that you've been out there in the campaign trail for him, so we'll check back in with you and see how it's going. Gov, great to see you as always.
Good to see you, too.
Thanks. We'll be right back.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
This is a very good apples to apples comparison.
when Kamala Harris walked into a Sheetz, I believe it was, looking for Doritos with her husband, Doug. I want you to watch this video and compare it to what you saw with Donald Trump relating to the business owner. And notice a couple of things. I'll lay it out here quickly. I think they may have cleared the store from civilians and normal people. If there are a couple of stragglers that they let in there for the cameras to see, notice that she doesn't actually even attempt to talk to any of them. She's only relating to her husband and Tim Walz, and even that is cringe and phony and awkward and completely disingenuous. Just watch.
Oh, Dougie, there they are. Yeah. Thank you.
I know you want those. What do you get? For beef jerky. Can I go?
All those people in the background are not people who are also looking for a big gulp of Doritos. No, they're Secret Service. They're there to protect her and buffer her from, the rabble, the masses, the crowds. You know how Kamala Harris always, whenever anybody asks her a question, oh, yes, I hear this all the time on the campaign trail. From whom? She's never relates or interacts with any voters. She doesn't hear this from anybody. Now, look at Kamala Harris's body language, awkwardness, behavior, the play acting. Oh, I'm looking for my Doritos because the cameras are rolling and I want to be on the nightly news, acting like a very natural and normal human being. Oh, there's my burritos. Thank you for my Doritos. Look at me being natural and holding my Doritos with two hands like a normal, natural person does. Compare that to Donald Trump yesterday walking into a grocery store and getting crunchy, salty snacks of his own.
Oh, look, I got to get some. Oh. Look at that stuff. I want. Just have it. We got to get it.
My mom just got a bag of that, actually.
Good. Is it good stuff? Good?
She says it's the best.
Is that the best?
She says it's the
if
best.
If it is, I'll be in Washington, D.C., hopefully in the Oval Office. I'll send for popcorn. Okay?
Appreciate that.
It's a hell of a side-by-side between these two candidates, isn't it?
Cringe, cringe, phony, phony, awkward, awkward, disingenuous, disingenuous, buffer from, rabble, rabble, combat, combat, out of touch, out of touch, all walks of life, all walks of life, cuff moments, absurd, absurd.
If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to my channel to stay up to date with future videos. Thank you for watching.